So hello guys. Um, Today I want to take a quick look into analyzing the chart. Let's take this off. This Euro JPY. I want to analyze Euro JPY. I'm a trend line trader, so I'm going to be analyzing Euro JPY using trend line. And if you look over here, you see these are the most important time frame I mostly look at. Understand? These are the most important time frame. Each time frame here has its own works. So let's get into the analysis. This on a daily time frame. What do I actually do on a daily time frame? I mark out my overall highs and lows. Overall highs and lows. And then we mostly focus on what is happening in the recent market. If you if you take a look back, if you start looking back into what's happened in the previous charts, at the end of your analysis, there's going to be a lot of chart patterns, a lot of trend line, a lot of support and resistances, which is totally wrong. So we have to focus on what is happening on the current market. So what we have here is we have a high at this point. These are being a double top, so we're expecting a sell. Then we have here also, we have this touch here, we have this touch here, and then we have the overall at this point. So we have the overall at this point. This is just the only thing I have to do on the 4 hours time frame. Then what do I do next? Looking at the chart, what do you think the market will do? You see, if you look over here, the market gave us something like a W pattern. We got something like this. So, which is, we are likely to expect the market to continue buying. You understand? Expecting the market to continue buying. Or we get a push down to the downside and a continuation to the upside. So, we go down to 4 hours. We look over here in the 4 hours. What is the market actually doing? You see, it has been the market was in a downtrend, and then the downtrend has actually ended over here. If you put your trend line here, you see we are in a downtrend here, we are in a downtrend here, and now the market is pushing up continuously. So what I do here in the 4 hours is, what are my most important support and resistances? Because if you want to take an entry, we're looking at the most important support and resistance. You see, so we have this one over here. We have this one over here. And then we already got this one. We already marked this one out. We also have this one over here, but not so important. So this is actually the recent support and resistances that are okay. The reason why I marked out this support and resistance, if you look here, we have a touch here, we have a touch here, which has made this zone to be strong. We also have the same thing over here. We have the same thing over here. Coming to here also, we have this one here. If you move back also, there have been areas of resistances over here. Same thing goes to the downside. We have this one here, we have this one here, we have this one here. That's why I mark out these areas as the most important support and resistance. So for me to find my entry, because I can't be waiting for the market to give me the confirmation entry I need at the 4 hours. How many 4 hours of the day am I going to wait before I take my entry? So what I do then is I come down to 1 hour. And if you come down to 1 hour, you see that the market has been in a range over here. I told you guys the market was in a downtrend over here and also in a downtrend over here. So the downtrend has ended because there have been a range here. So the market has broken above. So how do we do over here? We have to analyze this chart and then see what we got. So this is what we have. There have been no more touch. We have not had any much touch down here when it comes to the downside, because whenever you want to mark out your trend line, you have to use the downside if it's in a bullish. If it's in a bearish, you have to use the upside. But here, because I already know what I'm doing, so I have to mark out from the upside, because we already have more touches at the upside over here. This is 1 hour. We already have more touch at the upside. So I mark out this at the upside, and then I clone it to give me actually what is going to happen on the downside. So this is what I got. We already got our first touch here, expecting a second touch at our support or over here. Once we got our second touch, the market will actually push to the upside. And don't forget, from the 4 hours, I said that the market is actually going to give us a little push down, then a continuation to the upside. So this is what we are looking at here. We already got our first touch here, so we're expecting a second touch. The reason why it's like this is because we already have more touches at the upside than the downside, so we have to use the upside then to clone it and got the downside. So we can actually expect something like this. Market will give us a push. If you watch, the market can actually give us something like this and then give us a fake out. We might actually get a fake out and then a pushback inside the market to give us this, and then to the upside, and then also this. The reason why I said it's going to give us a fake out is the market is already consolidating here, unless the market pushes down to here in one swipe and then move back up. You understand? Except from that, if the market is still moving in a slow movement like this, we're going to get this move that the market is going to come down here and then must actually touch this support. Why? Because this is the most strong support that we have here. If you consider this one, that the market is going to give us this, and then to the upside. I say something about being patient in the market. I made a video and I said something about being patient in the market. The market is going to trick you into believing that it's actually going to take this support before pushing to the upside. But no, it's going to cover up at this whole place. It's going to cover up this main support that we got here. So from covering up this main support, which means it might show you like something like a breakout here, and then forms a wick, a rejection, and then a move to the inside, then we now get our main move to the upside. So if you're actually on this, you have to be careful. If you're actually a trend line trader, you have to be careful of the move so that you'll not be thinking that it's a breakout. Also, there's a possible that the market can give us a breakout here, here, and then a push to the downside. If you got any of this, if you got this one, a breakout to the downside, and get a retest at this point, then the market is already shifting to the downside. Then if you get this one, then the market is also moving to the upside. So either of it, we are getting one of it. Either of the boats, we are getting one of the boats, one of it that's going to happen in the market. So watch more of videos where I analyze the chart. We are still on the 1 hour. You understand? You have to understand one thing, that 1 hour is just like a place where you overall see what is happening in the recent market to find your entry, to see the movement of the market. You can actually use 1 hour and say, if this candle closes above, I'm taking a buy. If this candle closes below, I'm taking a sell. But in 15 minutes, you can actually get, if this candle closes above, you take a buy. And then when it comes to 1 hour, it will not be rejecting at 1 hour. That's why you use 1 hour to confirm your entry at most times. Then your confirmation entry, your candlestick entry, you will be on 30 minutes and then 15 minutes. But to find your edge, where you have to find your entry, what the market is doing. Yes, you can come to 1 hour, you can come to 15 minutes, and then you already got your confirmation entry. Then when you go to 1 hour, now it now have to form a rejection there. After forming a rejection, the market have to now move up a bit, come back to that rejection, tap from it before moving back up. That's why 1 hour is mostly important. So watch out for more videos of my analysis, on more videos, and then if you want to join our Telegram channel, There is a link in the description and then in bio. So